So welcome to Chasing Cars 71 YouTube channel. We're here at the NEC for the Classic Car and Restoration Show, March 2026. We're going to take a look around the show today and focus on cars that have a road to rally connection. Cars that perhaps won on a Sunday and were sold on the Monday. So let's take a look around the show and see what rally inspired cars we can find at this year's event.
Of course, 2026 is the 40-year anniversary of the end of Group B rallying, so let's take a quick look now at one of the most iconic Group B cars that we were lucky enough to see back on the stages in the 80s, the Metro 6R4. Very recognisable Metro 6R4 here behind me on the 6r4.net stand. It is of course the Autoplas Metro from the late 80s, campaigned by Steve Harris as a rally car and then used on various events including the Birmingham Super Prix, and latterly owned by Will Gollop, he of Rallycross fame. So fantastic car, going through some updates at the moment. The engine's not in the back of it, but I'm sure it'll be back out at various shows and demonstration runs too, and great to see it at the show here. So we've got a Clubman spec 6R4 here, which was used on the 1986 Scottish Rally, the Lloyd's Bowmaker with a headline sponsor, as you can see on the door plate. Car 102 from the 86 RSAC Scottish Rally. So 6R4 made its debut on the 85 RAC Rally in the UK, and this is one of the 200 Clubman cars that Austin Rover had to sort of fairly quickly produce in order to meet the deadline to homologate the car for the international rally scene. So great to see a Clubman car that was actively used in the 86 championship as well. This show's all about restoration and projects, and here's a great example of a 6R4 rolling shell that's clearly a passion project for somebody, getting more and more harder to get parts for these cars, as you can appreciate, so definitely a work in progress project. So if you want to find out more about Metro 6R4s, then check out 6r4.net. It is the definitive website for all things 6R4. Something else worth checking out is Rallying is Life. You're probably starting to see that feature a bit more on rally cars this year competing, so check out their website. They've got a really cool range of rally inspired merch. I'll put a link in the description below, and why not have a look at what they've got on offer. What I also love about 6r4.net is their display cabinet that comes out to all the shows, which is just a phenomenal collection of model cars and automobilia related to Metro 6R4s. So yeah, fantastic to see all of the information here and some iconic livery Metro 6R4s over the years. Of course, just opposite 6r4.net we've got the Metro Owners Club with a really good clean example here of an MG Metro 1300 A registration. Fantastic. That probably inspired a lot of people, the 6R4, to go out and actually buy a road going Metro, whether it be just the humble MG Metro or the hotter MG Metro Turbo. Did you have one back in the day? Put in the comments if you were a Metro driver back in the day that was inspired to get one as a result of seeing the Group B cars. Of course, winning the 1981 World Rally Championship, Sunbeam Lotus. So we've got quite a remarkable Ford Capri here being worked on. This is part of the historic Rally Marathon group, and they're working on this Capri, which is from 1970, that actually featured in the London to Mexico rally, 16,000 mile rally that took place that year. This car was actually a one-of-one prototype Capri that was actually put together by engineers at Dunton in Essex, and it entered the rally. It didn't get further than Yugoslavia by the looks of the write-up, but it was a prototype car, 2.8 V6, and looking rather splendid here in its second livery, because in 1974 it then went on to compete on the London Sahara Munich World Cup rally, where it had some significant updates and a new paint job, which is what you see here. So the team are working on the car, trying to get it fully operational and restored again. Many of the team working on the car are original members back from the 70s working at Dunton. What's your plan over the weekend to get engine out,
fix a few oil leaks, free off the seized on clutch,
okay, yeah,
and then Sunday morning engine back in again.
Engine back in, perfect, okay. And is it going to run later the year? Is that the plan, or?
Oh yeah. It normally runs.
Yeah, cool.
It just had some serious oil leaks at the front end, so we thought for the purpose of the show, we could probably do them from here anyway.
Yeah.
For the purpose of the show, let's make a bit.
Let's make it a project. Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
All right.
Probably one of the most recognised and celebrated rally cars ever, the Mark II Escort. Here it is, an RS 2000 road version. Did seeing Escorts flying around in the late 70s and 80s inspire you to get an Escort? I guess many of you did. Mini here, which inspired Paddy Hopkirk to go on and win the Monte Carlo Rally in 1964, and probably convinced many people that they needed a Mini in their lives. That's had remarkable success over the years in rally, particularly in the early days, was Skoda. Not so much in the WRC with the Octavia, but certainly in the 70s and 80s then Skodas were always quite surprising, as the slogan said. So just chatting to the current owner of this particular car, who's got an amazing collection of memorabilia from period late 80s. When did you last see a Skoda rally jacket like this? That's amazing. So this car featured in the 88 Lombard RAC rally. It was driven on that event and finished 75th overall, 14th in class. So not a win in class, but you know how tough that event is. And it finished the rally, so well done. Car 139, and then it went on to do some other national rallies over the course of 89. And yeah, the current owner has got an incredible selection of memorabilia with the car here. And he reliably informs me it's only done 19,000 miles, but they've been incredibly hard driven miles, so great to see a good example of a Skoda works car here. And of course, Group B inspired Audi Quattro, 1986, this example, very clean. How about this from 1992, registered at the end of the year there, so just after I think Carlos Sainz had won the RAC rally and I think was crowned world champion that year, so right on point in terms of buying a rally related car. Registered, yeah, 30th of December 1992, this lovely Celica GT Coupe, yours for $13,950. Of course, when Colin McRae won the World Rally Championship in 1995, everybody wanted an Impreza. Did you have a wagon instead? Was it the more practical option? I don't know. Discuss. Put in the comments if you owned a wagon, not a saloon. They were a bit of an ugly duckling, weren't they? But actually quite cool now when you look at them. I guess the one you really want though is this Impreza. Unusual to see a red one, and if you look at the history of it, it's an interesting car because it's got McRae connections. So once owned by ex-McRae family. It's not too specific, but we think it was a Subaru UK press car, and then owned probably by Colin, I'm assuming, if it was mid-90s, 1996 car. I guess with the McRae connection, this one's actually got some signatures in the sun visor from Alistair McRae, Jimmy, and I think Max McRae have signed the car as well. So a bit of a nod to its history. Do you have any memories of Colin driving this car back in '96? Anybody got any pictures of it? I'd love to see them. Put them in the comments or let me know. And of course, the Mark 1 Focus RS here in Imperial Blue, launched in 2002-3, I think it was officially. But you know, how many people went out and bought one of these because of Colin McRae? I know that's certainly been the inspiration behind our ownership of V5 FMC, the Lucky Focus. So yeah, great to see one in the auction here. Really, really good condition car. And an important piece of WRC history. Carlos Sainz and Colin obviously competed for Ford from 2000 to 2002. McRae's partnership from 99 to 2002. Not able to win another world championship, but still an important part of his career and a defining period for Ford as well. So that's it from the NEC today. I hope you've enjoyed our Road to Rally inspired walk around the halls. A great show, the Practical Classic show. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you again on another event very soon. Bye for now.